thank you, Mr. Hawkins.
Well, Bob, it looks like you've got yourself a little...
The casting process for the 1972 TV series, which we'll refer to as The Show, was a meticulous journey. Bob Newhart, the show's namesake, was an easy choice, already a successful comedian and actor. The role of his wife, Emily, was initially offered to actresses like Anne Mira and Joanna Barnes, but Suzanne Pleshette ultimately secured the part. Her chemistry with Newhart was undeniable, and she brought a warmth and charm to Emily that resonated with audiences. For the role of Howard Borden, the show's producers sought a seasoned actor who could bring depth to the character. Bill Daly, known for his work on I Dream of Jeannie, was cast. His comedic timing and ability to create genuine moments of humor and pathos made him a perfect fit. The character of Jerry Robinson, the eccentric dentist, was initially written for a different actor, but when that didn't work out, Peter Bonerz was brought in. Bonerz, who was also a director, brought a unique energy to the role and became a valuable asset to the show both on and off screen. The final piece of the casting puzzle was Marcia Wallace as the receptionist, Kester. Wallace's audition was a standout, and her ability to balance humor and heart made her the perfect choice for the role. The casting of the show was a careful process, with each actor bringing their unique talents and abilities to their roles. The chemistry between the cast members was palpable, and it was this synergy that helped make the show a success.
Looking at your eyes. What did Chuck say?
The director of the 1972 TV series, known for its relatable humor and relatable characters, brought a unique vision to the screen. With a background in comedy, he approached the show with a focus on character-driven stories and naturalistic performances. He aimed to create a realistic portrayal of everyday life, blending humor with moments of genuine emotion. To achieve this, the director drew inspiration from his own experiences and the world around him. He sought to capture the nuances of human interaction and the absurdities of everyday situations. This approach was reflected in the show's writing, which favored subtle wit and character development over broad humor. The director's style was characterized by a restrained, understated approach. He preferred to let the actors' performances and the writing speak for themselves, rather than relying on flashy camera work or special effects. This approach helped to create a sense of intimacy and immediacy, drawing viewers into the world of the show. Collaboration was key to the success of the series. The director worked closely with the writers, cast, and crew to ensure that everyone was on the same page and working towards the same goal. He encouraged improvisation and experimentation, allowing the actors to bring their own ideas and interpretations to the characters. This collaborative spirit helped to create a warm, supportive atmosphere on set and contributed to the show's enduring popularity. In conclusion, the directorial vision behind the 1972 TV series was one of restraint, naturalism, and collaboration. By focusing on character-driven stories and naturalistic performances, the director was able to create a relatable, engaging world that resonated with audiences. His approach to directing helped to establish the show as a classic of American television, and his influence can still be seen in comedy and television today.
Because I'd probably be blamed for ruining your party. Merry Christmas.
Did you know that the creators of the 1972 TV series, Bob Newhart's character was initially written as a football coach, but was later changed to a psychologist? Or that the show's theme song, Home to Emily, was written and performed by Bob Newhart himself? The show not only brought laughter to its audience, but also tackled serious issues such as mental health and marital problems. The characters were well-developed, relatable, and had a unique chemistry that made the show a classic. One shocking fact is that the show's original plan was to have Bob Newhart's character, Dr. Hartley, as a bachelor, but the producers changed their minds and introduced Emily, played by Suzanne Pleshette, as his wife. This decision added depth to the show and made it more appealing to a wider audience. There are many more fascinating facts and anecdotes about this beloved TV series. Did you know that the show was filmed in front of a live studio audience, which added to its energy and comedic timing? Or that the show's writers included some of the most talented comedy writers of the time, such as David Davis, Lorenzo Music, and Mark Evans? Do you have a cherished memory associated with this show? Perhaps you watched it with your family every week, or you had a favorite character or episode. We would love to hear your stories and personal experiences related to this classic TV series. So, keep watching this video to discover more fun facts and anecdotes about the 1972 TV series. You might be surprised by what you learn.
Time off after Irving passed on.
The Bob Newhart Show, a beloved 1972 TV series, was filmed in Los Angeles, with the interior sets built at the Warner Brothers Studios. The set design was crucial to establishing the tone of the show, taking place primarily in Bob's apartment and office. The apartment set was designed to reflect a warm, cozy environment, while the office set was more modern and professional. To create a realistic atmosphere, the production team paid attention to even the smallest details. For instance, they filled Bob's office with actual medical textbooks and equipment to give an authentic feel. Similarly, the apartment set included a well-stocked bookshelf, reflecting Bob's character as an educated and well-read individual. The filming locations for exterior shots were carefully chosen to complement the show's setting. The iconic opening sequence, featuring Bob walking down a Chicago street, was filmed on location in the Windy City. However, most exterior shots were filmed in Los Angeles, with the production team using creative techniques to make the city double for Chicago. One notable logistical challenge was filming the show during a time before many modern technologies were available. For instance, the production team had to rely on physical models and miniatures for special effects shots, such as the opening sequence. Despite these challenges, the production team employed innovative techniques to enhance the show's quality. For example, they used a multi-camera setup, which allowed for seamless transitions between different shots and improved the overall pacing of the show. In addition, the show was one of the first to use a live audience for filming, which added energy and excitement to each episode. The audience's laughter and reactions were recorded and used to enhance the show's comedic timing. Overall, the production of the Bob Newhart Show was a complex and innovative process, resulting in a beloved TV series that continues to resonate with audiences today.
Oh, yeah? Which one? Tiny Bubbles?
No, I think it's best of down.
The television series, often referred to as The Show, first aired in 1972. Over the course of its six-season run, it gained a loyal following and critical acclaim. The show's main character, a psychologist, was played by Bob Newhart. Newhart's character provided therapy to a diverse range of clients, each with their own unique challenges and issues. The series was known for its witty humor and relatable characters. The writing was sharp and clever, and the actors' deliveries added to the comedic timing. The show's setting, a bustling city, provided a backdrop for the characters' interactions and relationships. The series also tackled serious issues, such as mental health and relationships, in a thoughtful and nuanced way. The characters were well developed and relatable, making it easy for viewers to become invested in their stories. Bob Newhart, who was already an established comedian and actor before the show, delivered a standout performance as the lead. His character was both funny and relatable, and his portrayal was nuanced and believable. The show's impact can still be felt today, with many of its storylines and characters still referenced in popular culture. The series remains a classic example of a well-written and executed television show. In summary, the television series that aired in 1972, featuring Bob Newhart as a psychologist, was a well-written and executed show that tackled serious issues with humor and nuance. The characters were relatable and well-developed, and the show's impact can still be felt today.
I hold no grudges.
The creation of a film score and soundtrack is a crucial aspect of storytelling, and the 1972 TV series, The Bob Newhart Show, is no exception. The music complements the narrative and emotional tone of the show, enhancing the audience's experience. The show's composers and musicians worked diligently to create music that would resonate with viewers and support the storyline. One of the composers, Jerry Fielding, was known for his ability to create music that perfectly matched the mood of each scene. He once stated, "I try to make the music an integral part of the story, not just something that plays in the background." The soundtrack features a variety of musical styles, from jazz to classical, which were carefully selected to complement the show's tone. For instance, the opening theme, Home to Emily, is a jazzy tune that sets the stage for the show's lighthearted and humorous tone. The composers also use music to convey the characters' emotions and inner thoughts. For example, in one episode, Bob Newhart's character, a psychologist, has a session with a patient who is struggling with anxiety. The music in the background is a soft, soothing melody that reflects the characters' calm and reassuring demeanor. In addition to the score, the show also features popular songs from the 1970s, which help to establish the time period and create a sense of nostalgia for viewers. These songs are often used to punctuate key moments in the show, adding an extra layer of emotional depth. The musicians involved in the creation of the show's music were also crucial to its success. Many of them were accomplished jazz musicians who brought their own unique style and flair to the score. For instance, the show's saxophonist, Platt Johnson, was a renowned session musician who had played on countless hit records. His solos add a touch of cool sophistication to the show's music. In conclusion, the creation of the score and soundtrack for the Bob Newhart Show was a collaborative effort between composers, musicians, and producers. The music they created complements the narrative and emotional tone of the show, enhancing the audience's experience and leaving a lasting impression.
A lot of character, and I lead a wholesome life, and I'm a respected navigator. See how it is.
Throughout the run of the TV series, the number of Bob's office is inconsistent. In some episodes, it's 715, while in others, it's 751. For instance, in a Season 2 show, the door of his office reads 715 from the outside. However, when he and a patient exit the office, the number changes back to 751. The building that houses Bob's office, as depicted in exterior shots of the show, is the Bay Federal Bank building on Michigan Avenue. Howard Hesseman, who plays a significant role in the series, used the phrase fellow baby in an earlier appearance on the committee. Nearly a decade later, he made this phrase popular as Dr. Johnny Fever in WKRP in Cincinnati, a role for which he is best known.
Besides being a patrol boy.
One of the most iconic scenes in the show is when Bob's therapy group reenacts a scene from My Fair Lady in his office. The director, Jay Sandrick, expertly stages the scene with the camera positioned at the door, capturing the entire room. This allows the audience to feel like they are observing the session, just as Bob would. The performance of the actors in this scene is exceptional. Each member of the group embodies their character with precision, creating a believable and engaging dynamic. Bob's reaction to the scene, played by actor Bob Newhart, is priceless as he watches in disbelief. The cinematography in this scene is also noteworthy. The use of a wide shot to capture the entire room creates a sense of intimacy and vulnerability, as if the audience is peering into a private moment. The lighting is soft and natural, adding to the comfortable and inviting atmosphere of Bob's office. This scene has had a lasting impact on audiences, as it showcases the unique blend of humor and heart that the show is known for. According to Newhart, it's a scene that people still come up to me and talk about all these years later. It's a testament to the power of good writing and great acting. Another iconic scene is when Bob's wife Emily gets stuck in an elevator. The tension builds as Emily becomes increasingly anxious, and the audience can't help but feel empathetic towards her plight. The use of close-ups on Emily's face, played by actress Suzanne Pleshette, effectively conveys her fear and frustration. The direction of this scene is masterful, with the camera positioned at various angles to create a sense of claustrophobia and unease. The use of sound, such as the hum of the elevator and Emily's heavy breathing, adds to the intensity of the moment. The performance of Pleshette in this scene is exceptional, as she expertly portrays Emily's anxiety and desperation. According to Newhart, Suzanne was a brilliant actress, and she brought so much depth and nuance to the character of Emily. She really shines in this scene. Overall, these iconic scenes from the show are a testament to the power of good direction, performance, and cinematography. They have had a lasting impact on audiences and continue to be remembered and celebrated today.
What?
The word.
Interestingly, Tom Poston, who played the eccentric dentist Jerry Robinson on the show, was originally set to star in Get Smart. However, when ABC wanted to make changes that Mel Brooks did not agree to, the deal fell through. When NBC picked up the show, Don Adams took on the role of Maxwell Smart. The exterior shots of the office building where Bob's character was supposed to work were actually of the Uptown Federal Savings building at 430 North Michigan Avenue. The Uptown Federal Savings sign on the building can be seen in many of the shots. Peter Bonerz, who played Jerry Robinson, is best known for his role on the show, which began in 1972 and ran for 6 seasons. During its first 3 seasons, the show's ratings were among the top 20, In summary, the show featured notable actors and interesting filming locations, contributing to its success during its 6-season run.
To talk about, I'd say, I don't want to talk about it.
It was more fun, wasn't it?
Well, it sure was for me.
The Bob Newhart Show, which aired from 1972 to 1978, left a significant cultural and social impact. The show resonated with audiences due to its relatable characters and realistic portrayal of everyday life. It followed the story of a psychologist, Bob, and his wife, Emily, as they navigated their professional and personal lives in Chicago. The series was groundbreaking in its depiction of mental health, challenging the stigma surrounding therapy and making it more accessible to mainstream audiences. Bob's character as a psychologist was a rare sight on television at the time, and the show's portrayal of his work helped to humanize the profession. Moreover, the show contributed to discussions on relevant social and cultural themes. It explored issues such as marriage, friendship, and work-life balance, which were relatable to many viewers. The show's diverse cast also brought different perspectives to these discussions, making them even more relevant to a broader audience. The Bob Newhart Show also influenced pop culture in various ways. The show's catchphrases, such as "Hi, I'm Bob," and "Just a minute," became part of the cultural lexicon. The show's theme song, "Home to Emily," also became popular and is still recognized today. In addition, the show's impact can be seen in later television shows and movies that have drawn inspiration from it. The Bob Newhart Show paved the way for other successful sitcoms that explored similar themes and issues. Overall, the Bob Newhart Show left a lasting cultural and social impact through its relatable characters, groundbreaking portrayal of mental health, and contribution to discussions on relevant social and cultural themes. Its influence can still be seen in pop culture today.
Voice hasn't even changed yet.
And that's why you're annoyed.
In October 2004, Bill Daly, known for his role in the show, was spotted at the Hollywood Collectors Show in Burbank, California, where he signed autographs for fans. Semi-retired, he now resides in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The main characters of the series, Bob and Emily, hail from different cities. Bob is a Chicago native, while Emily is from Seattle. The actor playing Bob, Bob Newhart, is a father of 4. Robert William Newhart, Courtney Newhart, Timothy Tim Newhart, and Jennifer Newhart. He is also an uncle to Paul Britton. Despite his success on the show, Bob Newhart remains humble and focused on his family. His impact on the television landscape is still felt today, and his legacy continues to inspire new generations of actors and comedians.
Hey, you know what? With my coat on, it's not too bad in here. Hey, would you...
The Bob Newhart Show, a 1972 television series, received positive reviews from critics and audiences alike. The show, which revolves around a psychologist and his eccentric patients, was praised for its clever writing and talented cast. Critics commended the show for its unique premise and relatable characters. In a review for the New York Times, television critic John J. O'Connor wrote, "The series is a model of taste and intelligence, and it is also very funny." He went on to say that the show's star, Bob Newhart, has a wonderful dry delivery that is perfectly suited to the material. Audiences also responded positively to the show. According to data from Nielsen Media Research, the Bob Newhart Show was one of the top-rated shows of the 1972-1973 television season. It consistently ranked in the top 20 in the ratings and was watched by millions of viewers each week. The show was also recognized with several awards and nominations. In 1973, it was nominated for 3 Emmy Awards, including Outstanding Comedy Series. The following year, it was nominated for 2 more Emmys, including Outstanding Lead Actor in a Comedy Series for Bob Newhart. The show also received a nomination for a Golden Globe Award for Best Television Series, Musical, or Comedy. These accolades are a testament to the hard work and talent of everyone involved in the show. For Bob Newhart, the nominations and awards were a validation of his comedic abilities and a recognition of his contributions to the world of television. For the writers and producers, the awards were a testament to their creativity and vision, and for the cast and crew, the accolades were a reflection of their dedication and professionalism. Overall, the critical reception and awards for the Bob Newhart Show are a testament to the show's enduring popularity and appeal. It remains a beloved classic of American television, and its impact can still be felt today. Meanwhile, this popular sitcom featured a talented cast, including Suzanne Pleshette, who had previously turned down roles in The Dick Van Dyke Show and The New Dick Van Dyke Show. Martha Scott, another notable cast member, was awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for live theater in 1993. The show's star, a comedian and actor, was friends with many celebrities, including Tom Poston, Mary Fran, Marcia Wallace, and Peter Bonerz, among others. He also counted Julie London, Buck Henry, and Bill Daly among his friends, as well as legendary entertainers like Johnny Carson, Bob Hope, and Frank Sinatra.
There's the cat. Why don't you describe him? Maybe I'll...
During the filming of the popular 1972 TV series, the cast and crew faced many challenges and shared memorable moments. For instance, Bob Newhart, who played the lead role, was known for his pranks on set. He would often play practical jokes on his co-stars, keeping the mood light and fun. Suzanne Pleshette, who played Newhart's wife, was a heavy smoker. During filming, she would often sneak away to have a cigarette. One day, the director caught her and jokingly threatened to write it into the script. From then on, Plechette's character was often seen with a cigarette in hand. The show was also known for its talented writing staff. One writer, David Davis, was known for his love of jazz music. He would often incorporate jazz references into the script, even teaching Newhart how to scat sing. Despite the fun and lighthearted atmosphere on set, the cast and crew also faced serious challenges. For example, the show was filmed in front of a live studio audience, which could be intimidating for the actors. Newhart would often get nervous before filming, but his co-stars would rally around him, offering words of encouragement and support. Another challenge was the tight filming schedule. The show was filmed in just 3 days, leaving little room for error. The cast and crew had to work quickly and efficiently to get everything done on time. Despite these challenges, the cast and crew of the 1972 TV series formed a close-knit community. They would often socialize off-set, going out for drinks or dinner together. Newhart and Pleshette, in particular, formed a strong bond and remained close friends long after the show ended. In the end, the 1972 TV series was more than just a show. It was a community, a family, and a source of joy and laughter for both the cast and crew, and the millions of viewers who tuned in each week.
Honey, I just want to make sure you're going to be okay.
Don't worry, I'll call you as soon as I...
During the filming of this TV series, Peter Bonerz, who played the role of Jerry the dentist, learned the art of directing. His talent was honed on the set, leading him to become an award-winning director in other comedy series. Lawrence Pressman, one of the show's actors, came from a family of retailers. His parents, both Jewish, owned several stores in Cynthiana, Kentucky. Exposing him to Broadway plays, they nurtured his interest in acting from a young age. Suzanne Pleshette, another actress in the series, once shared a story on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. She was initially cast in the movie Palm Springs Weekend, but declined the role due to fear of potential career harm. The role then went to Stephanie Powers, causing a rift between the two actresses. Pleshette was eventually forced to appear in Wall of Noise instead.
Sure, what do you need?
Well, I'm making veal parmesan, and I got to pick something up at the market.
Howard, I don't have any beef.
The Bob Newhart Show, which first aired in 1972, left an indelible mark on television history. The show, which followed the life of a psychologist and his family, was a trailblazer in its depiction of mental health and therapy, paving the way for future shows to tackle similar subjects. The series was known for its unique blend of humor and drama, which was a departure from the typical sitcoms of the time. This approach was influential in shaping the future of television comedy and inspired many shows that followed. The show star, Bob Newhart, was already an established comedian before the show's debut, but his role as the lead in the Bob Newhart Show solidified his status as a comedy legend. His deadpan delivery and relatable character resonated with audiences and made him a household name. The show's impact can also be seen in the many successful careers it launched. Many of the show's writers and actors went on to create and star in their own successful projects, further spreading the show's influence. Moreover, the show's set design and cinematography were innovative for its time, using a multi-camera setup and a live studio audience, which became the standard for sitcoms in the following decades. In summary, the Bob Newhart Show's legacy and influence can be seen in the many ways it shaped television comedy, mental health representation, and even the technical aspects of filmmaking. Its impact continues to be felt today, making it a significant and enduring part of film history.
Bob, he's not married. No, he is separated married. Oh, it's all over, Bob.
Suzanne Pleshette, born to a dancer, an artist mother, and a manager father, was an only child. She co-starred in The Man in the Glass Booth, directed by Harold Pinter, and later reprised her role in the film version starring Maximilian Schell. On the other hand, Lawrence Pressman, Plechette's co-star in the series, had a successful career in theater and film. He starred in The Man in the Glass Booth play and film, which earned him recognition in the industry. Interestingly, Bob Newhart, the show's lead actor, was a huge fan of I Love Lucy and The Milton Berle Show. His love for these classic shows likely influenced his comedic style and approach to the series. In summary, the cast of the TV series brought their unique experiences and influences to the show, creating a memorable and entertaining program for its audience.
Now, this is a fantastic job, and it has a great chance for advancement. Plus,
over the course of the show, there are several references made to the main character, Bob, having served in the Korean War. These references are inconsistent, with some suggesting he was in the Air Force, and others indicating he was in the Army. In addition to his role on the show, Bob Newhart, the actor who plays the lead character, has an interesting backstory. As a young boy, he preferred the name Bob and dropped his first two names, George Robert, to rechristen himself as Bob Newhart. George Weiner, another actor who appears on the show, had a successful career outside of his role as Howard Bannister's rival Jerry. He appeared on The Rockford Files 4 times between 1975 and 1977, playing 4 different characters. These interesting facts add depth to the show and its characters, making it a fascinating study for fans and critics alike. Whether it's the inconsistencies in Bob's military service or the diverse roles played by the show's actors, there's always something new to discover in this classic television series.
Smallest I've got is a 50.
Oh, I can get that change at the bank.
Bob Newhart and Suzanne Pleshette, close friends from the TV series, spoke at Plechette's funeral in 2008, along with Marcia Wallace, another co-star. Newhart had guest hosted The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson 87 times. Terry Garr, also a cast member, appeared in a Star Trek episode intended as a spin-off series, playing a ditzy secretary named Roberta Lincoln. The proposed series, featuring Garr and Robert Lansing as characters Gary Seven and Roberta Lincoln, never materialized.
Who was that?
I don't know. Hi.
In the early 1970s, a popular television series aired, featuring a kind-hearted psychologist named Bob Hartley. Interestingly, this show left a lasting impact on popular culture, inspiring various scenes in future movies and TV shows. For instance, Bob Hartley once had a close call with an empty elevator shaft, which turned out to be a precursor to similar scenes in L.A. Law, Good Times, Damien Omen 2, Scream, and Devil. The show's lead actor, Bob Newhart, later made a guest appearance on The Big Bang Theory, playing Professor Proton in 6 episodes spanning seasons 6 to 12. Moreover, Bill Daly, a guest star on the show, reprised his acting career in Alf, portraying a psychiatrist named Larry Dykstra. In an interesting twist, Alf claimed to have learned about psychiatry by watching the Bob Newhart show. Jack Riley, who played Elliot Carlin on Bob Newhart, even appeared as Larry's patient on Alf. Undeniably, this unassuming 1970s TV series left an enduring mark on the entertainment industry, inspiring future productions and leaving a lasting impression on viewers.
I don't accept gifts anymore. It's a sign of dependency.
How are you and Dr. Podbillion getting along?
Did the show leave a lasting impression on you? For many, the Bob Newhart Show was a groundbreaking TV series that brought laughter and warmth into their homes. If you're one of the many fans who found joy and comfort in the film, we'd love to hear your stories. What are your favorite memories of the show? Did any particular episode or character resonate with you? How did the film influence your perspective on cinema or your own life? Perhaps you were inspired by Bob Newhart's unique comedic style or the relatable characters he portrayed. Or maybe you found solace in the show's portrayal of everyday life and relationships. Whatever your connection to the film, we'd love to hear about it. So don't be shy. Share your memories and experiences with us. Let's reminisce about this beloved TV series and the impact it had on our lives. And while you're at it, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to stay up to date on more cinematic explorations. We can't wait to hear from you.
Lodi one, Lodi one, Lodi